So I'm Palisa Moshesh presenting Group 24's disability video. So this is our patient walking in the entrance in the clinic. This is a flat surface, so the patient was able to wheel in with ease. This is a ramp by the entrance, which is very gentle, so the patient was able to go up with ease. So this is a reception, and the receptionist assisting the patient with the file. So far there were no barriers in terms of movement of the patient. So here is another ramp near the vital sign stations, which is very steep. So the patient needed assistance in terms of wheeling herself up. So now is the patient, she's wheeling herself in. This is the vital signs nurse that is going to be taking the patient's vital signs. So there's enough space for the patient to position herself with ease. So the nurse is recording the vitals, the blood pressure, the temperature, and also the glucose levels. So the patient will start at the toilet before going to the consultation room. As you can see, this is a quite narrow passage, but the patient was able to access the toilet with ease. So the patient is now turning to be able to close the door for privacy. So we can appreciate that the toilet is quite clean and hygienic for the patient. So the patient is holding the toilet raised to be able to access the toilet seat. So he's able to do that with ease. So this toilet is quite friendly for paraplegic patients. Now the patient is going back to the wheelchair to be able to wash his hands. So now he's washing his hands. We can appreciate that the toilet is quite small, but the patient was able to move around. So now he's going out to access the consultation room. So the patient is now going to the consultation room. He's wheeling himself down the passage. This is a flat surface and he's able to access the consultation room. There you can see that there is a bit of a space constraint, but he's able to wheel himself in. So now he has reached the consultation room and he is consulting with the doctor and explaining his complaints. The doctor is examining the patient and documenting the findings. The doctor is now fetching the medication to treat the patient's complaint and explaining how each of the medications should be used. The consultation is now done. The patient is going back to the reception to return the file. Still back to the passage. He's wheeling himself to the reception area and going up the ramp. It was a bit difficult, but because of the steepness of the hill, but he was able to wheel himself up. This is the reception area and he's returning the file. The patient is now wheeling himself down the ramp and going back home. Thank you.